Good morning and welcome back to another vlog. Ty and I are gonna head out for a run, come back and have some breakfast. So let's go for a run. I just had a big shower and I washed my hair and I'm just getting ready now to go out for the day. I think I mentioned in a previous vlog that we booked a spa here. The spa is more of an experience. You go from room to room. There's a room where there's rain coming down from the ceiling. There's cold pools, hot pools. It looks really cool. However, I read some reviews and I saw some videos when I was scrolling through reels that said it's really difficult to get a place to actually lie down and relax, even though they have these little cabanas, and that it's just so busy that it's not so much a relaxing experience, but rather more of a stimulating experience. And Ty and I just had such a beautiful day at the lake yesterday. We sort of thought, you know what, for our last day, we don't need to go to the spa. We just decided that we're gonna tick off a bunch of other things that we didn't get to see and do last time. I loved our run this morning. It was so cool because I think we allowed ourselves to get a little bit lost in the best way possible. We knew roughly where we were, but it's just nice to explore different parts, different streets you haven't walked before, and we're constantly sort of stopping and looking at the Roman numerals, and Ty's figuring out through his phone when this sculpture or when this site dates back to. Ty's making a ruckus in the room. Ty, tell the vlog how your sunburn's doing.
Oh, yeah.
Ty's gonna give you a sunburn update. I think his back looks the worst, honestly. Would you say your back is the worst?
My back isn't as sensitive as the tops of my thighs and my chest. Those are the two parts that are actually really sore.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh my.
Look at the, I'm two-toned.
You didn't get the sides. He burned his back and his front, but he didn't burn the sides.
So we're covered in lotion.
We're gonna be a little bit uneven.
Not good, kids.
Now, somebody asked a question in my comment section about asking me what lip product I use. And in that particular vlog, I wasn't actually wearing a lip product. I think my lips are just a little bit chapped, so they're showing up a bit pinker than normal. But typically I do wear lip products. I don't actually wear a gloss or a lipstick. I usually put on a lip liner and then I smudge it out and then I put lip balm over it. I don't even have one with me here, but I'll put these two up on the screen. I use Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk and Whirl by MAC. Both kind of pinky nudes, and I draw the outline of my lip and then I smudge it a little bit and then just put on lip balm. That's typically what I do. All right, I'm gonna put on mascara and then we're gonna head out the door. There is a ginormous queue behind me that goes a whole block full of boo-boos. Something I just can't understand. If it brings you joy, sure, but they're so ugly.
What are those toys called again?
Labubu's. They're so ugly. I don't get it. I almost feel like there's the frenzy of if something becomes so popular then you want it more.
Yeah.
Because sure, I understand people who like to collect those kinds of things, but
there's value in it.
I don't see their value, but
yeah.
Whatever brings someone joy. Ty and I are just strolling through the park, definitely at a leisurely pace. I'm feeling a little bit funky. My stomach feels a bit off, not sharp pains, but there's definitely something gurgling around, maybe something that hasn't agreed with the J pouch, I'm not sure, but yeah, it's meant that it's slowed down our pace exponentially, and we might sit on one of these park benches and chill for a little bit. It's always one of those things. The J pouch has been pretty good to me on this trip. There's definitely been, I haven't really shared it, and that's not because I'm trying to hide it, but I'm just obviously not vlogging in those moments where there's been quite a bit of urgency and perhaps a little bit of discomfort, and that's all I'm focused on in that time. And then once I'm able to go to the bathroom, I do feel that relief, and then I almost just forget about it, which is, I think, the way to roll with these things, is to just kind of move through it, not get too hung up on it. So I'd say the J pouch has been pretty good to me on this trip, but right now, yeah, just feeling a little bit funky. I'm wearing a really floaty dress, so it's comfortable. Found this little cafe on the side of the road. Cappuccino, little baby cafe. I think we're gonna grab a coffee and sit down. Lots of delicious looking sandwiches though. Ty's just ordering our coffees, and I think we're gonna sit here until this wave of discomfort passes for me. If you've been to the UK or Europe, there's a brand of oat milk called Alpro, like ALPRO. And I laughed yesterday because if you wanted to get an oat milk cappuccino, they called it an Alpuccino. Isn't that funny? An Alpuccino, because Al Pacino. Anyway, I thought it was funny. Grazie. We're just going to the botanical gardens, and the area we're in right now is a lot of the designer hotels, like the Armani Hotel, Bulgari Hotel. It's also very quiet.
Yeah, it's really peaceful.
It's really peaceful. So we're gonna chill in these botanical gardens, which we wanted to come to last time. Wow.
Here we go.
Here we go. This is the name of the gardens. They've got all the different names of the plants. I can see some sunflowers. We came back to the hotel and had a hard reset, so I've changed my outfit, had a little nap, had a shower, feeling a lot better. And now we're gonna head out. We actually haven't had gelato in what feels like a couple of days. So we're gonna head out to get a gelato from this place that we've really been enjoying. And I think they close early, so you can only really get the gelato during the day. It's not open as a dessert option later. So dessert will come a little bit earlier today. Gonna grab some gelato. They have this Dubai chocolate gelato, which I've really been enjoying. And then I think we're going to walk in near Duomo. There are a couple of other bits that we wanted to go around to. We've seen so much of Milan now, staying on one side, exploring that side, and then also staying on this side. I feel that we're just stumbling across things that aren't necessarily on people's top recommendations when you come, because I guess there's just such beautiful architecture that I feel that it should be on someone's list. But I totally understand that the whole city is just beautiful. You can't really take it all in, so you have to have those top 10 kind of landmarks to go and look at. But we're gonna go do that, do a little bit more exploring, and then just kind of see where the afternoon takes us. It's already after 4, and we won't have dinner till a little bit later. I think we've already picked our dinner spot as well. Tonight's actually our last night in Milan before we fly back to the UK tomorrow. I actually got our flight time wrong, that's a whole other story. But anyway, I knew the flight time, but then I got it confuzzled in my head. This building is so beautiful. It is the Natural History Museum, and it's in this park, which is also really beautiful to walk around. There's Duomo. Looks like they're doing a bit of work on it up the top. I'm sure they're always having to do a little bit of work on it. Those staircases are insane. So many pigeons. Wow. I saw this the other day on Oxford Street. I'll put the name of the shop up here. And it's got a really cool back. I really like the concept for teaching Pilates, so you don't have to have two separates, and it's really comfortable. It is really comfortable, but the only thing that's turning me off is that it's got this supposed item that you can see it scrunch here, and the seam's already kind of coming apart, so I just don't think it'll be super good quality. Ty wants to look in the candy shop.
We're just looking.
Just looking. We're just looking. What do you mean? This is right up Ty's alley. This just does not look appetizing to me. A candy burger. It's a yummy mellow. There it is, the famous Dubai chocolate and cookies. Ty and I are giggling as we go through because all the boyfriends of Instagram are doing the most here.
Yeah.
Their beautiful girlfriends are standing there. Because they're doing obviously some kind of transitions for their holiday or something. So there's a lot of like flip the camera, swipe the camera, TikTok dances. Ty feels like he's got to step up his game. But no, it's so funny. I think we're going to try this risotto that's come highly recommended. It's like very Milanese, so very of the area, and it is saffron kind of flavored, infused. So I'm excited to try that. That came recommended from the hotel receptionist. This is the Milanese risotto, veggie lasagna. We just walked past an apartment building and I got a healthy sprinkle of water from someone watering their plants on their balcony. Love that for me. That dinner was pretty good. Would definitely recommend to a friend. But randomly at the end, we saw that there was a €6 charge under a name that we didn't recognize. We thought, what's that? We didn't order that. And it turns out it was a cover charge for a restaurant that wasn't that busy.
Yeah.
So I don't really know. Cover charge typically is for something really exclusive, right? That, you know, you're paying for that exclusivity of getting a booking. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know if you have had that experience as well. But that's the first time I've paid cover charge for bars and clubs.
But we were there early, granted, like 7.
It's the next
7,
vlog.
but
yeah, we were there early. I'm sure it's going to get busier, but yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't experienced that before. Anyway, it was €6 and that's obviously their expectation. Not that big of a deal. Okay, Ty and I got back and we went via a dessert place and picked up a few things, all of which we've not tried before. So they don't actually have the names on them.
that's a pistachio cannoli.
This is a Sicilian cannoli. So we're gonna try this. Should we just start before we open up the next one?
Sure.
So I'll take a bite and then you take a bite.
Ooh, that looks good.
You can take the other end.
Okay.
Get this too. It's quite full on for me because it's really rich cream, but I could eat it in little morsels. Okay, next up we have.
Show you up close.
I don't know, but I know the flavors. So this is pistachio, right?
Pistachio cream.
I like that.
It's glazed croissant.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, it's a bit more subtle.
Yeah, it's got like a, kind of like Nutella kind of consistency.
But again, small bites. You know,
Very sweet.
Okay, this last one, you think that it looks like a croissant, but it's actually very firm. A little bit of ASMR for you. Don't look at my nails, straight to jail. Okay.
There's hazelnut cream in it.
I think I'm gonna flake this everywhere. Yeah, this is hazelnut cream. Okay, here we go.
Good?
That's maybe
Wow, it's really full.
it's maybe my favorite. It's basically like a crispier croissant, you know? It's not as it's not soft and buttery and flaky, but then yeah, all in all, I probably would rate that a 7, pistachio 6.5, and the cannoli a 5.
6, 8, and I would go this 7.5.
Ty's generous with his ratings, but all in all, pretty good. We are going to have a relatively early night, be asleep before 10 and read our books. We get a sleep in tomorrow. Obviously we're on holiday, we can sleep in whenever we like, but we don't have to check out of here till 12. So we're gonna sleep in, have breakfast at the hotel, leave our bags here, do a little bit of exploring. Our flight's not till 6. I thought our flight was 12. I just had that in my head. And even though I knew before we went on this trip that it was like 6 p.m, I still just mixed it up in my head, but it was that checkout was at 12 and the flight was at 6. So I realized today when I went to go check in 24 hours before that it wasn't until this afternoon / this evening that I could check in. Anyway, safe to say it's not a big deal, but I'm glad I figured that out. Although at least it was the other way around, that I thought it was earlier than later. But anyway, thank you for watching this vlog and I will see you all tomorrow.
Bye guys.